What's up, everybody? It's your boy Doggie Diamonds. I'm about to drop this podcast with my longtime friend, comrade, brother, OC. I did this podcast right before the ball dropped in 2016. I've been holding it for specific reasons. Since then, he dropped a new album. You can get that free album by OC at ditcent.myshopify.com. That's ditcent.myshopify.com. Make sure you pick up that free album. It's available for download. Go get that. Peace. Doggy Diamonds, no filter. DITC. Um, with when I think DITC in 2016, it's a song that comes to me, even though this is not the biggest song DITC made, but I think of Make 'Em So Proud. I don't know. I love that fucking record. Like, that's just like, I don't know. That song just feels so good. 2016, it's still hitting. It's still dope. It's still knocking. And it's like, what's making y'all still go in the studio and knock out joints?
It's our career.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, still a great way to make a living. We still love the music. And I mean that record, we wanted, if you look at the music business, hip hop per se, we probably name another crew that's still around besides
The ones we
Camp.
stated. The ones we stated.
and the Locks.
Yeah. Shout out to the Locks, too. We got to give them a lot of love because they never broke up.
Who else around? Oh, and
Yeah.
MOP.
MOP.
Name another group.
Yeah.
It's not too many of us left, so we keeping that tradition going. And you know, you're gonna get into it with your brothers sometimes, but that garnering a breakup and a blowout and all that, now, you know, it's been times we ain't speak to each other for a while, but here's the thing. When Pumpkinhead and Sean P died,
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay.
it threw me some nostalgia of Big L. And I just said, yo, man, it shouldn't have took them
To pass away.
to pass away for me to say, yo, I have to rekindle my relationships with my
The
friends,
brothers. Yeah.
my brothers. And I looked at them and said, that could have been me in the casket.
Let me ask you something. Big L gets killed. Where was you at when you heard Big L got killed?
I was actually mad at L because he stood. Well, I thought he stood me up in the studio that night.
Yeah, these still stood me up stories again.
And I was waiting for him in the studio in D&D. I'm calling and I'm paging him, and he's not showing up. He's not answering his phone, which was, you being upset. You're not thinking like that's not normal. And I left him another message like, yo, I'm out, man. You know what I'm saying? And I left. I went through the Midtown Tunnel. I was living in Crown Heights at the time. And I get home and walk into my lady crying. And I was like, what's going on? I'm like, fuck, she done found a number.
Yeah, I don't.
But it wasn't
Yeah.
that kind of vibe.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
a vibe like something happened in your family type. And she's like, L's gone. So the first thing that popped in my mind was finesse.
Yeah,
And
because
she said L, and I was like, finesse. And she was like, no, L. Show just called. And I'm like, I was stunned. I picked up a bottle of Bacardi that was sitting there, cracked that shit, and I just stood there. I threw the keys. I think I broke the wall. Some crazy shit. But she told me after we calmed down a little bit that Joe and Show was standing over his body.
at the
Like an hour or two after he got rocked.
wow.
Show was on his way to Atlantic City. He got the call. Think he did some Batman shit on the George Washington Bridge. I think him and Joe spoke. He made a Huey, made his way down to Harlem. Him and Joe met up and they was standing there and they confirmed it.
Wow.
Puns on the road. He gets a call. I think him and L was supposed to be on the road like the week after. So that shit fucked everything up.
It's so many years later. Do you still? Because I know when the homies pass, sometimes we, not that we forget, but we heal from it. Are you still healing from that situation?
I'm good in the sense of it's the reality of it. He's never coming back.
Okay.
But you the homie.
Yeah.
I shut people down when they even bring him up.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me about him. Like if you ain't got no specific, if you're gonna ask the same questions, what would he be doing? I don't know what he'd be doing.
Yeah, exactly.
But you fam, so it's like, at the end of the day, man, I look at his plaque every day. I'm like, damn, he didn't get to see this.
One of the nicest ever, too.
He got a gold plaque, but he got a gold plaque on his way out.
Yeah. And end up having an internet cult following.
Crazy.
To this day.
Crazy. Me and L was on the road for Jewels before he died. So we was on tour in Europe. Came home for Thanksgiving, went back out to Japan, stayed out there for like a month, came home, went back to Europe for like 2 weeks, and got home maybe 2 days before Christmas. And that was really the last physical
time you was in his presence.
Yeah. Like after that, I think he was with A in Amsterdam, but I haven't seen him physically. We used to speak.
Until you was waiting for him to come to the studio.
Till I was waiting for him to come to the studio.
Did you want to quit music?
Nah, but here's the thing, man, and Ness ain't gonna get mad at this, but Ness' grandmother had passed. It was so much death going on. Ness' grandma had passed. I think B.I. moms was sick at the time. Mm-hmm. He found that out. We losing dudes in the background that's getting murdered in the streets. Like, so it was so much shit going on, man. And then Party Artie.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it was so much shit. It was like a black cloud over us. And it affected our relationship with each other to some degree. Because we started kind of arguing with each other. And beefing, and ain't nothing really to beef about, man.
Yeah, when you look back now, once people start passing away,
ain't fucking my lady or throwing shots at my mom's. Like we gonna get in an argument, but it shouldn't go further than that. We too old to be wrestling and all that bullshit. And I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm just saying in general, it just threw we was tainted after that.
And then y'all gotta subscribe to the SoundCloud and the iTunes. Doggie Diamonds No Filter on both. And also you have to hit the bell next to the subscribe button on this YouTube right here to get all the updates when I upload new videos. Peace. Doggie Diamonds No Filter.